oh my gosh, I just uncovered a brand new Desmos hack for the digital SAT. I thought this question was impossible to do on Desmos, and let me show you how I figured it out. Just look at this ridiculous math problem. If x raised to the a squared over x raised to the b squared is equal to x raised to the 16th, x is greater than 1 and a plus b is equal to 2, what is the value of a minus b? Are they trying to destroy us on the test? Some students don't even know where to start. Now, if you know your exponent rules, if you know the difference of two squares, you can eventually figure this one out. But let me show you the Desmos way that I hacked it. I've got to warn you, it's hard though, so stick with me and don't forget to follow my channel. So I'm just going to plug in exactly what I see in that equation. Now, anytime you're doing a regression here, I need to make sure I'm putting in x subscript 1. The subscript is automatic. So I'm going to do x1 raised to the a squared. I'm going to put that all over and make sure you're doing that dividing line in the right spot. X1 raised to the b squared. But something bad is going to happen when I do this, which we're going to fix in a minute. I just want to show you how I initially approached this problem. Now, because I'm doing a regression, I'm going to squiggly line instead of equals, and I'm going to set that equal to x raised to the 16th, but it's got to be x subscript 1. But right now it's just saying x is equal to 1, a and b are equal to 1, but I know that that's not true. So what I need to do instead is I'm going to need to fix a couple things. First, I'm going to put x1 in a particular spot. Now, I know x has to be greater than 1, so I'm going to say that x1 not subscript or 2 or not squiggly line 2, but x1 is equal to 2. I can say equal to 3, equal to 4. As long as it's greater than 1, this should work. But this still isn't working. This still isn't giving me what I'm looking for. These aren't the values that'll make the equation true. So what am I supposed to do instead? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace b with 2 minus a, or I'm going to replace a with 2 minus b, because I know that a plus b equals 2. I'm going to use the same variable instead of 2 because Desmos won't be able to solve for 2 variables in one equation. But when I do that, look, I get b is equal to negative 3. And once I get b is equal to negative 3, the rest of the problem is going to be so easy to solve. Let me show you what I'm going to do next, because the rest of this is actually very, very easy. So we just found that b is equal to negative 3, which means a plus b equals 2, so a has to equal positive 5. And look, when a is 5 and b is negative 3, 5 minus negative 3 is 8. Now again, there's so many different ways that we can solve that, but wasn't that the coolest thing ever? Make sure you're doing all of the things that I did. If you do even one thing differently, it might not work on Desmos. Desmos is very fickle and finicky. Let me know if you like this, and happy studying.